come everyone's sitting so far back? Come on up, come on up. We've got a nice, quiet, little, quaint crowd here. How are you, Cincinnati? Yeah, come on, come on up, because Julie's gonna come up and sit and talk, and it's gonna be a nice little intimate Q&A. We'll have some fun. So this lady, as you guys know, man, she's a true legend. Really is a legend in every sense of the word. From film, theater, stage, television. Come November 11th, you're going to see her catapult into everyone's living room. Catapult into everyone's living room as the new DVD is released. All 120 episodes of Batman is going to be released November 11th. So it's terrific. Do I hear noise? Do I hear henchmen? Do I hear henchmen? You know what? If you guys make some noise, a real loud noise, I'll bring Julie out and we'll have some fun and take some questions and get this thing rolling. Sound good? Sound good? All right, guys, give it up. Here she is, Julie Newmar. Julie Newmar. I saw henchmen. I knew it. Julie Newmar, every time I see you, you've got big burly guys, one on each arm. Does it ever end?
Thank you.
You just
Come on up here. No. Don't I deserve it? Don't you? Just stand there. I want to look at you. Here's my other gorgeous one.
He's over here. He's on my side there, yeah.
You protect this room.
Yeah, doesn't she look beautiful? This girl could slip back into that Catwoman costume just like it was 1966 all over again. Oh, you so could.
It's in the Smithsonian.
Well, I'm surprised you could always go and steal it one night, Julie. It would be within your character. You never thought of that.
There's probably a lot of dust on the shoulders.
It might be. Hey, there's a mic in front of the room here, and we may not even need it. Who knows? But come on up. Let's ask some questions for Julie, and we'll keep this going as long as you ask some questions. We are going back to the autograph table right after this to sign some more autographs, and we're back tomorrow, and we're back Sunday. So plenty of time.
I like it in Cincinnati. I've never been here.
Yeah, we've never been here. Is this beautiful?
Have you ever been here? Have you been? Oh, yeah. My father was born in Ohio. It's very pretty from the airplane. You see all this green and all these fancy homes and all these golf courses. Have you ever seen it from up top?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, you guys are rich. You lived a good life.
Perfect town for a criminal, Julie. Rich houses and museums. And...
Oh, okay. I'll meet you this night.
This mic is empty, and we need your guys' questions, or we're gonna have to say, well, good night, folks, and leave. So come on up, let's ask some questions. Anyone, maybe if you're too shy to come on the mic, such a quiet room. If you stand up and yell your question out, I'll hear you. If Julie doesn't hear, I'll repeat it, but why don't we do that?
We could get the fuzz.
We can get the fuzz.
The Fonz.
Oh, the Fonz, Henry. Yeah.
Not the fuzz.
Here's our first person.
She wrote it down. She has a question, what she wrote down.
How did you get the opportunity to become Catwoman?
I don't know the answer to that question. How did I get the opportunity? I was tall, and who can answer that question for me?
Didn't your brother have something to do with it?
Oh yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in New York, and this phone call came in, and there was someone on the other line that said, we're doing this television show called Batman, and I'd never heard of it. And my brother was going to Harvard, and he was visiting me with 6 of his friends. I had this long sofa, they were all sitting there. And when they said, do you want to play Catwoman? It's on Batman. He just leapt up off the sofa and he went up to me and he said, he almost pushed me out the door and said, go do it. It's wonderful.
You'd never seen it though, had you not? Is that true? You'd never even seen the show?
I hadn't seen it. Oh, my mother wouldn't let me read comic books. I used to hide them under the pillow. Yeah.
Well,
Brenda Starr. I used to read Brenda Starr. Do they have Brenda Starr? No, they don't have that. They have Catwoman.
So we owe your brother a big thanks, basically.
Yes. Now, what else have you got written down on your note paper?
What has being a fictional villain taught you about the real world?
This girl has a very heavy question. She's writing the answer down there.
Although, can I interject something here, Julie? Although, kind of towards her question is your book that you're writing, which spawned out of the fictional character.
Yeah.
Would you want to tell them about that? Is everyone over 18 in the room?
What?
No, I'm kidding. Your first fantasies book.
Not too long, Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
Nope.
The Catwoman Explains Life on Earth?
The one that you're almost done now, the first fantasies.
The first fantasies, yes. Well, men would walk up to me on the street and they would say, oh, Miss Newmar, did you know that you were my first turn-on? And I would say, how old were you? And they would say, 4. 5. Yeah. I can't help it.
Yeah, and when are we going to see that?
What?
When's it going to be out? When will we?
The book?
Yeah.
Any day now.
Perfect.
What?
Why do you think you're recognized as Catwoman even though you're only in 13 episodes of the Batman series?
Why am I recognized as Catwoman? I kind of look like a cat, I kind of act like a cat, I kind of move like a cat. You know, I took all these ballet lessons when I was a little girl. So I know about being a cat. Did that make sense?
And I think because you were the best, Julie. Yeah.
Well, that's just personal opinion. What I think is that everybody's the best because it is such a fabulous part you see. It is such a fabulous character that you can't do it wrong. You can't. And it will be done for 100 years from now. Think about it. Every 10, 5 years or 20, they've got a film out with Catwoman in it, right? They got a new one too, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah? Who's playing Catwoman this time? Who?
Anne Hathaway was the latest one. Yeah.
No, that's the last one. I didn't ask that question. You're not listening. Who's playing the new Catwoman? No. I did it. I done did it. I don't compete with myself. Well, isn't that impossible? Try to get into the clothes you wore 20 years ago. I hope you don't ask any more questions. They're unfathomable.
I think she got here 15 minutes before us and went around the room and took everyone's question down.
She's got 18 pages of something there.
Yeah.
I only have 3 more.
Only 3 more.
You have 3 more, okay.
Yeah. What made you want to become an actress?
I didn't. I was a dancer. I loved dancing. That was my favorite career. I always loved dancing. I had the wonderful body for a dancer, but I was almost 6 feet tall. So I couldn't join a ballet company because guess what? You wouldn't see the guy standing behind me. And once I was in a ballet company and they paired me up with the shortest guy in the company. And everybody laughed. But I played the white cat in Sleeping Beauty, so that's what I did. But it's nice to be an actress.
Do you think being Catwoman helped or hindered your career?
Oh, it helped a lot, of course. It's wonderful to have a part that fits you perfectly. You know, you just walk right into it, and the costume is perfect, and the dialogue is perfect, and the writing. I think the success of, well, my character Catwoman, but the success of Batman was because of the writing, the writers. It was very funny, very witty. All you had to do was memorize the words, walk on stage, and just say them. True.
And how do you think the Catwoman role fit you?
It fit me real good. I think it still fits.
Right. Well, thank you so much. And you can read that in tomorrow's New York Times.
Here comes the boss.
Here's the boss.
Hi.
Did you like playing Dorcas in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers better than Catwoman?
Not better than.
Did you like dancing more?
Yeah. Well, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. It's an all-time great musical. It's one of the classic MGM musicals of all time. And it's a wonderful film. If you haven't seen it, you should get it. You should own it, actually, because the children like it and the grandchildren like it and parents watch it with their kids. And the guys in it, they were dancers, but were they lusty? Oh my goodness. I watched that film and I feel like 18 again. I was 18 when I made that film. Mm-hmm.
And your waist in that movie was phenomenal.
Oh gosh, my waistline, I don't know, they squeeze you in, you know. Yeah. I don't know what it was. Never measured myself. Never let anybody measure me. Mm-hmm.
It was perfect.
It fit. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks.
Were you ever worried about being typecast after playing Catwoman?
No. Actually, I've played Russian, Swede, German. I've played so many characters with different accents. I'm kind of like Williams. What's his name? Williams, who just died. Robin Williams, yeah. He could do all these accents. So, but really, I'm a musician. I learned to play the piano when I was 5 years old. I could read music before I could read. So I hear things, and I'm very good at accents and copying people, that kind of thing. So those roles were wonderful for me. But I do like comedy best. Because comedy, well, it almost demands that you're a musician. You have to have that kind of timing that's just right on, you know, with the audience. Is that your question?
Yeah. I asked if you were worried about being typecast.
You're a little tall for that microphone. You have don't fall over when you try to talk into it. Yeah, that's it. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, I was asking if you were worried about being typecast, and of course, it sounds like you had quite a few positions after Catwoman. So.
Yeah, they rehired me. I went back to work. Success can't ruin you. No, it can't.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. We've got a lineup now. Excellent.
Oh my goodness. Here's the Greek lady. She's Greek. Her mother has blonde hair and blue eyes. Or it's your sister.
My mom.
Your mom, yes.
I just wanted to know, when you were filming the Batman series, you worked with so many good-looking men. Was there any romance going around on the set when you were... Just curious.
Do you know how many hours we work in television?
No.
And yet we do fool around. Oh, I have to tell you a story. I did the monkeys. Maybe I shouldn't tell this story.
Well, you can tell the monkey story.
Well, there were 4 monkeys, right? 4 monkeys, and I had a wonderful time. I was April Conquest. I think it was one of the most popular shows. that they did. Oh, it was just delicious. It was so great. They're so inventive. They're wonderful. But during lunch hour, their dressing rooms would be outside in the outside of the studio, and they have these dressing rooms, and they would. I don't know whether they were having lunch or what they were doing, but their dressing rooms were always sort of rocking.
And this was on the Monkeys. You said?
Yeah, I don't think you got what I said.
I got you. We got it.
What can I say? Making movies is fun. Thank you for that question.
You're very welcome.
Don't you have another idiotic question?
Okay, I know when like Michelle Pfeiffer did the Catwoman role, that they had to like sew her into the suit with your suit. Did they have to?
Oh, no trouble. Just take the licorice, warm it up, pour it over you. No, it has a zipper up the back.
Okay.
And that's so easy. You get in the zipper, you know how it is.
Yeah.
You pull the thing on like this and you walk out.
And you're ready.
You're ready for anything.
You're ready for it.
Yeah. And it had the belt. You put the belt around the hips so that you look more voluptuous. If you put the belt around the waist, you look a bit clunky.
Yeah. You look beautiful anyway. You still look beautiful.
Well, you're a very nice Greek lady.
Thank you, dear.
With red hair.
Now, Julie, with the costume, didn't you tell me that you customized it? Once they gave it to you, you had it.
Yeah. What I did was I turned the costume inside out and I put it down. Actually, I put it on the floor, I think. And I took, you know those white pencils that you keep your nails clean with? You know what I mean? Something like that. And what I did was that I would draw kind of a line like this for the waistline, so the waistline went in and out like that, and then the seamstress would have to sew it like that. And that way, you look very, very, the other girls didn't have that. No.
Curvy.
No, they don't, no. My grandmother taught me how to sew. So I used to make my clothes when I was in the 7th grade. And I learned a lot of things, a lot of tricks, and it's so wonderful if you ever go to Paris, where they do everything better than you do. Oh, Paris. I got to model when I was 6. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you.
Oh, he hasn't asked yet. Keep going, Julie. Keep going.
Because I want to see that person behind you. He's glittering or glowing. Wait a minute. He's hiding? Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, do please come up.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
First fantasy, 7.
7.
Is this a secret greeting?
Oh, he said his first fantasy, he was 7.
Oh, you were
He was
7 years old. You look more than 7 to me. It stays with you. It stays with you. You know what happens? You have these fantasies, or you fall in love with someone who has long, dark, straight hair, and 20 years later you grow up and you marry the person that looks like your early fantasy. It's fascinating. Yeah. What do you want to say?
I just wanted to make a comment and then a question. I think Eddie Pepitone, the comedian, said it best when he was like, "Oh, Catwoman, she was our porn."
Isn't that sweet?
So I think a lot of us kids in the 70s, yup.
I love people with dirty minds. It's always good. It's healthy.
I did have a question.
Yeah.
Did you know how to use a whip before or during Batman?
Well, you practice with a little bit. You don't want to hit anyone, much else wrap it around yourself. That'd be pretty embarrassing. Yeah, didn't Michelle Pfeiffer do a great job with that? Yeah, well, it takes practice. Yeah.
You were very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do come back. Sir? Madam? I know. Just come closer to me. Are you going to
A little bit
explode?
closer to the mic.
Hello?
What are you made? Yeah, I'm sorry, yes. What?
Okay, my question is,
Yes.
is is what do you think Inc. is the most important thing that you helped contribute to the Catwoman role, and how it's evolved over the years? What's the most important thing that you think that you've added to the legacy?
Well, being it was an animal, you see. So, in that I was lucky enough to do it 6 times, 6 hours. By the second time, I adopted 2 kitties, and I would watch them walk around, you know. I would watch their behavior, and I'd watch how they'd sit, and I'd watch how they would drink from a saucer of milk, and things like that. So, are you praying?
No, I'm just looking at the microphone.
What do you see there?
Just the microphone, I'm sorry.
Anything grow up?
No, I'm sorry.
It's wonderful.
With,
I'd love to get inside your head.
I'm sorry, I'm just not good.
Oh, never apologize. You couldn't do anything wrong. But what are those shoes?
So they're just cardboard and duct tape along with the rest of my robo armor.
Did you wrap them in kitchen foil?
No, it's duct tape.
Duct
It's
tape.
shiny duct tape.
Well, it's a very imaginative costume. Would you mind turning around? Outstanding. Thank you very, very much for having the courage to come up and face me.
And because he used duct tape, it is microwavable safe.
It is? I wouldn't put him in the oven. Yes, hello.
Hello. Batman was known for all the wonderful guest stars. Who is your favorite guest star on Batman?
Well, probably Frank Gorshin. He was so adorable, so talented, so witty, so funny, so physical. I love physical comedy, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, when you don't need words, I really like that. I like mime. My favorite part would be a wordless part. There would be lots of words written down on the script, but they would just be acted out. Yeah. Thank you for your question.
But one of the episodes, Julie, not played by a guest star, but one of the episodes you played a dual role. You played Catwoman and you played an older woman that was fantastic. You did it amazing.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Well, I hate to tell you how old I am now. I'm 80. But back then, that was 40-some years ago? 47? Okay. I got to play an 80-year-old woman. And what I did was, I went to the park and sat and watched the people. You know, they have a hard time moving. I have a hard time moving. But the secret is, when you're to play old, you have to play young. Because old people are always trying to be young. You see? They're not, you follow me? Anyway, one of the things I did was I went to a dentist's office and I got one of those things, those cotton things that look like your finger, they're white. You stick one in your mouth like that, and it kind of distorts your profile. Yes, and I had a very good time because Jim Brolin was sitting next to me in this truck, you see, and he's pretty attractive. Come here. Yeah, come here.
Uh-oh.
Come on over. Get closer. Well, when you're 80 years old, I mean, don't you have certain privileges? I hope so. My goodness, your hands are sweaty.
Can you blame him?
Well, I had the best time. It was just wonderful. And later on, thank you, sir. Don't move. Just freeze. I'll get to you next. Anyway, James Brolin he got married. He met his wife. She was the secretary to the producer, and that was his first wife, not Barbara Streisand. Yeah, he must have had a good time on that show.
Absolutely,
Oh.
yeah.
What happened to the person who asked that question? Was that you?
No, that was...
I know, he disappeared. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Have you got something embarrassing to say?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Basically, I was curious. In 2010, they had you be the voice actor for Martha Wayne on Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Yes.
And they brought back the original 1960 Batman, Adam West, as Thomas Wayne. And I was just curious if you recorded together or if it was separate recordings. And regardless, what was it like to be brought back into Batman, so long after the
It
series?
was lovely, and we were all there together. Yeah, that's what you do. You all get in a room, and there's somebody's out there, and they're telling you what to do, and and it's all right, right?
Yeah,
Did you ever do that?
never.
It's called voiceover.
But did you see the reunion movie they did, Return to the Batcave?
I haven't seen the whole thing yet.
Oh, it's terrific. You've got Frank Gorshin and Julie and Adam and Bird and Leanne Merriweather and it's terrific. It's a lot of fun. It's softly based on Adam and Bird's books. Yeah.
They're pretty naughty.
That Mr. Ward, I tell you.
Yeah, don't believe him.
No.
Adam, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, yes. Squeeze.
Sir, you come on up too. Come on. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, dear.
Hi, I was wondering what was your favorite part of being Catwoman?
Well, I got to play, once I got to play Miss Klutz. And Miss Klutz, I disguised myself as a dance teacher. So I got this long dress. I kind of look like a librarian with funny long shoes, bigger than my feet. And because I had to be disguised in order to get in Wayne Manor, in order to get in there, you see, and to teach Burt Ward how to dance. But it didn't work because I sneezed, and when I sneezed, all my makeup and my wig, and it all came off, and I was exposed. That was fun. It's always fun to be what you're not. That's why all those people out there, those crazy people out there walking around, they're crazy, They've got more of those. They got more people dressed up than they do us.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Than they do an audience. The world is getting very strange. People are acting out, which is supposed to be healthy. It is healthy. You know why? Because they're having a good time.
Absolutely.
They're having such a good time. Yeah. Except I get paid for it and you guys don't. Did you have anything else on your mind? I can see that. Would you like to sit down? I'm so happy you came. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi. I was curious if you had any interesting stories or thoughts on Tu Wong Fu, because I really enjoyed that movie.
Oh, well, I recently saw it up in San Francisco at the Castro Theater. They invited me up there. They're showing it again. The Castro Theater's in San Francisco. Well, San Francisco is gay, gala.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Fun? Yeah. And so, what shall I say? Well, I don't walk or dance very much anymore, so they gave me a throne to sit in on the stage, and I thought, oh my goodness, what am I going to do with this throne here? What I did was, I went to a feather store. They exist. Yeah, there's stores that just sell feathers. Yeah, they sell feathers. Okay, and I bought I tried to get a fan, you know, those fan dance, you know, and I found one that was in rainbow colors like that, rainbow colors. And I came in the dark, and I put the fan down on the floor in front of me, and they played a wonderful piece of music from Tu Wang Fu, and I picked up the fan like this, and when the audience of all those gay guys out there, they saw it, all those colors, oh, the cheer went up, you wouldn't believe it. Yes, and I did this incredible fan dance. I think you'll see it on YouTube.
I hope so.
Everything we do these days is on YouTube. Are you on YouTube? Yeah?
So the inspiration for that movie, and I don't think I've ever asked you this actually, that picture, the Tu Wong Fu picture, is that really in New York in a restaurant somewhere?
That's true.
It is, eh? Yeah.
Wong Fu was the owner of a Chinese restaurant at 154 West 44th Street, and I remember eating there when I was performing on Broadway, but we actually filmed it in New Jersey in a real Chinese restaurant called the China Bowl. And Williams was there, Robin Williams, and I went to watch him work. He was the most incredible, inventive, clever creator. He would never do the same scene twice. It would keep getting longer and longer and longer. And when people are this gifted and this genius, the one thing I remember about him is that he had the most exquisite manners. He was such a gentleman. He was so remarkably kind to everyone. And the more gifted you are, I think the nicer you are to others, to people. It was amazing. Oh, yeah. He couldn't keep performing just to ordinary audiences. I think he had to have the whole higher universe to perform to. He was, oh wow, what an artist, what an artist.
My other question was, you mentioned that you could read music before you could, read books. Do you still play music at all?
Oh, I wish I played the piano. My son is deaf, so when he had meningitis at 2 years old, and when I found out, I gave up music, unfortunately, but I learned sign language. Yes. So I understand, and I can teach, and so I use my hands that way. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Hi.
Hello. What do you got in your pocket there?
You might be spared. You might have found a replacement.
No. Mae West used to say, what do you got in your pocket there? Are you just glad to see me? Yes, sir.
Okay, I guess my question is...
Are you getting bored? No, you're okay.
I was about to say, if you want me to, I'll change spots with you.
Let me tell you, if I know Julie, she's not going to trade. She's just going to add you to the group.
Thanks.
That's a good one. You're probably right. No, I'm so appreciative. That's what it's all about, appreciation. Keep nodding. Okay.
What was your first, when you saw the script the first time for Batman?
Yes.
The actual first episode that you were in, what was your first thought of it?
Fabulous, brilliant, smart. Stanley Ralph Ross, one of the greatest writers in television. He could write 4 shows at once. Well, yeah, he wrote the encyclopedia of motion pictures, weighed 30 pounds, wrote the whole thing with a friend of his. Amazing genius, great big bear of a man. Writing is it, writing is the heart. Writing, if we don't have the words, you can't tell the picture. I often rewrite my part, but I didn't rewrite Catwoman. No. Mm-mm. Do you know Marlon Brando rewrote a lot of his dialogue, a lot of it? And you know what he would do? Like me, he would take words out. He would shrink his part by 2/3, sometimes 1/3, and make it because it's more powerful. He just knew, he understood, he was instinctive. Great actor. Yes. What?
That was my only question.
Oh, thank you so much. There she is, our cat lady.
I finally got it right. It took a while.
You did get it right. Yes.
Yeah. I've seen on Wikipedia that you were in a series called My Favorite Doll. I think
My living doll. Yes, black and white.
Yeah, and you played a robot.
I did it.
What was it like to play a robot?
That was the hardest part I ever played. I played a robot. Now, how does a human being become a robot and not be a cartoon? I mean, it's really, really difficult. It took me 13 weeks to get it right, because you think all these things of how you want to move, you know, or how does someone move like that? But what you want is to be able to move from the inside out. So you're not thinking about it anymore. It's not intellectual anymore. It's just a second sense. But thank you for asking that question. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So as I mentioned, guys, from here, we're going back to the autograph table. Julie's going to sit there and sign some more autographs, and you can have a picture taken with her and have a chat. If we didn't get to your question, please come by the table. But I am now going to enlist these henchmen again to get this sexy little thing out of here and get back to the table. So make some noise, guys. Julie Newmar!
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug.